Hello and welcome back to the Academy. Today I'm going to introduce you to Agile Heroes and the three main classes associated with this archetype. Agile Heroes are highly mobile, and with their deadly accuracy they move around the battlefield like lightning, leaving destruction in their wake. When you choose the Agile archetype, your hit die is set at a D8, which means that at first level you're going to have 8 hit points plus an amount equal to your Constitution modifier. Next, your defense is going to be 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your defense bonus, which, as you can see on this chart, at first level is going to be a +1. Lastly, you gain the fast reflexes ability. This gives you advantage on initiative rolls. So when you go to determine your turn in combat, or initiative, you roll 2d20 and add the higher result to your initiative modifier. Now your first class option is the Martial Artist. With grace and brutal efficiency, these heroes can duck and weave through the fight, striking with knee, fist, and elbow, felling their foes with impunity. When choosing the Martial Artist, you gain proficiency with both strength and dexterity saving throws, as well as basic and historical equipment proficiencies, allowing you to bring to bear all the weapons of the ancients to aid you in defeating your enemies. You will also gain the choice of 2 skill proficiencies from this list: Acrobatics, Athletics, Endurance, Performance, Sleight of Hand, and Stealth. Lastly, you gain the ability Martial Arts, which increases your unarmed strike from a D4 to a D6. Also, any melee weapons you use, as long as they don't have the heavy property, count as having the finesse property. Now our second Agile hero is the Scoundrel. With a philosophy like, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying hard enough, you tend to find the Scoundrel in just the right spot to capitalize on any mistake an enemy makes. When choosing this class, you gain proficiency with dexterity and charisma saving throws, as well as with basic and advanced equipment. You also gain a choice of 3 skill proficiencies from this list: Acrobatics, Deception, Intimidation, Security, Sleight of Hand, Stealth, Streetwise, and Vehicles. You also gain expertise in one of the following skills: Deception, Security, Sleight of Hand, Stealth, or Streetwise, as long as you are already proficient with that skill. Lastly, you get the Vital Strike ability. With this ability, once per turn, when you hit a target with an attack, as long as you have advantage on that attack or an ally within 5 feet of your target, you can deal an extra d6 damage. As you level, this extra damage scales as seen in the chart. Now our third class option is the Sharpshooter. With pinpoint accuracy, this hero is equally at home dual-wielding pistols or sniping a target from a mile away. When choosing this class, you gain proficiency with dexterity and intelligence saving throws, as well as basic and advanced equipment. You also get to choose 2 skill proficiencies from this list: Acrobatics, Intimidation, Mechanics, Perception, Sleight of Hand, Stealth, and Vehicles. And lastly, you gain 2 abilities. The first of which is Gunslinging, which allows you to draw 2 light, one-handed weapons as a free action. You can also reload 2 guns as part of the same action. No need for a free hand. Your second ability is Sharpshooting, which, as long as you don't move during your turn, allows you to get a +2 bonus to attack rolls with 2-handed ranged weapons. You also ignore the slow firing property of ranged weapons. Now this is just an introduction. These classes are so much more complex than what I've gone into here. If there's demand for it later, I may revisit this topic for a more in-depth look into each class, but for now this should be enough to let you decide if any of these heroes is the right fit for your next character. Once again, thank you for joining me, and if you have found this useful, please like and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions or requests, please feel free to leave them in the comments.